where we are proving that we are stronger together, that if each one would reach one, we will all grow and glow. This is your man, Big Jack, and I got with me my special guest, the heavy hitters. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
I'm all
All
right.
right, all right, all right. Man, I'm super, super excited to have you guys on here with me. I mean, out of bands, you're my number one. I'm your number one fan in that sense. So I'm so glad to have y'all here with me live on the Sharpening Iron show. So let me tell you how this is going to work. So we are live, and a lot of it we're content creators. We're a lot of content creators in here. We're new to content creating, and this is a way we can show like your skills and my skills. By the end of this show, we're going to sharpen them together, iron sharpening iron, and we both going to be stronger. We're all going to be stronger. So it's the first time I've done it where I had a group of more people on there. So I know that there's more, and I see some heads popping up and stuff like that in the back. But I'm so super excited to have y'all on here, and we're side by side. There are going to be people that's going to come in right now. I already see that Mind Games is already in there saying iron sharpening iron. So hello, Mind Games, how you doing? Glad to hear. I see Niecy Jackson's in there. So she's saying hello, fam. So Niecy Jackson's in there. So we're just super excited. Like Missy Channel is in there. It's, hey, how you doing, Missy? So they're going to start coming in. They're going to be leaving comments. We're going to hope they're going to hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. And we're going to go in and make sure we give everybody to come in their blue jacket. The blue jackets allowing them to interact with each other. So they can interact with each other, go to each other's page while they're still in this live. So we're going to try to give everybody their blue jacket while they're in here. But I got the heavy hitters with me today. The heavy hitters is, matter of fact, I'm going to let them explain themselves. Heavy hitters. Who's going to be speaking? Which one? Give me your stage name and who's going to be speaking.
I guess I'll start it off. I am
My bad. I'm doing it the hard way.
I am Jared Jackson, also aka Pharaoh Keys.
Hey, bro.
We got Jonathan Young, aka John Solo,
What's up?
and in the back we've got Alex Young, aka
Jonathan Young,
Bo
aka
Bills.
John Solo. What's up?
And in the back we've got Alex Young, aka
Jonathan Young,
Bo
aka
Bills.
John Solo.
Oh, I'm sorry about
In the
that.
back
Go ahead.
we've got. Oh yeah, you get. I was like,
Oh.
you hearing the echo?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And then
yeah,
we got
yeah.
our man on the scene. He's still working because we working musicians.
You got to. It happens.
We got Stro the Rocker, Tony Scott.
Tony Stroke.
All right, all right. All right, now is this the whole group? Is this how it works?
Yeah, so we right now we're a 4 piece. We're gonna be rocking as a 4 piece for right now. Uh, and it still brings the same groove no matter how many people we got in the group.
Oh,
Okay, so then if I missed it, I missed it. So you say you're a 4 piece and only you're a 5 piece.
Yeah, we've been a 5 piece. We had a guitar player for the next couple weeks or months or whatever, however long before we add another player. We're gonna be rocking as a 4 piece.
Okay, all right, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, so how did y'all get started? How do you get started as a band? Explain that to me.
All right, so me and me and John are former music students.
Yeah. Well, we're still students of music, but you know,
I got you. All
collegiate
right.
level, no longer.
Yeah, collegiate level musicians. We are no longer. We have elevated to the next level. But we started this group when the Black Student Organization at Marshall University, they put on a open mic called Black Coffee. Um,
They needed a band, right?
yeah,
Oh, they needed a band.
They needed a band
to do music.
So they called all of us into a room and they was like, "Hey, can y'all put a band together?" And we was like, oh, "Okay, cool." So we had a bunch of students, and this first time me and John had played together. We knew each other from marching band, but at different schools. But we this this is the first time we ever played a show together. So uh, long story short, we played that show, and then I asked everybody if they wanted to join in a band. Let's do this thing for real. Years passed on. Alex, who now has joined, is in college now.
No, he graduated. He got his biology degree. Well, at the time of the story.
At the time,
my bad.
He had just joined into college.
I'm a stay over here. My bad.
He just came into college. He was playing saxophone. Did you play in the marching band at Marshall? He didn't play in the marching band, but he was still playing music. And then we needed a bass player, so John was like, "Hey, my brother plays saxophone. I'm sure he could play the bass." So he picked up the bass, and he's became this prodigy. I'm sure if he'd have started younger, he'd have been, he'd have been seeing him on YouTube everywhere.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
wow.
everywhere.
And then Stroh was a godsend. He came in when we needed somebody on the drums, and he's been giving us all this advice and showing his experience as he's gone on with us. So that's how this band got started in a nutshell. In a nutshell.
Okay. All right. So I heard you say Marshall University. So that's where it started, Marshall University.
Yeah, that's where we
So
started.
okay, for those who are on here, and we got some people, and we're going to acknowledge the people that's down in the chat. For those who are here, where is Marshall University?
So Marshall University is in the heart of Huntington. You know the thing?
What?
The
That?
thing where they say where the school is.
Oh.
Remember that?
Oh, part of the advertising.
Yeah,
The heart and soul of Huntington, West Virginia.
Yeah, on the banks of the Ohio River.
Yeah, we are Marshall.
So those who don't know, Marshall University is in West Virginia. It's probably in the southwest part of West Virginia, right on the border of Kentucky and Ohio.
Yep.
Is where Marshall University is. Is in Huntington, West Virginia, and you might have seen the movie We Are Marshall. And that was it was a tragic movie, so that might not be the one we want to pick all the time. But at the same time, it is a good school. A lot of professional athletes come out of there. A lot of other things come out of Marshall University, but Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia, and that's where we got the heavy hitters, and that's where y'all started at.
I hope they make a movie about us one day. That's the dream.
That would be nice. That would be nice. The heavy hitters, and let's change that. Y'all gonna say we are heavy. Is that what it is? No. What's up? But look, so that's where you are. So I'm gonna acknowledge some of the people that's down in the chat, so we won't miss any. I see Sharon Jackson is here. Hello, Sharon. Thank you for coming in. Resilient Queen is in here. Thank you. Inner Beauty Blessings. Thank you for coming in. We hoping everybody's hitting that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that. We got the heavy hitters. So it says Missy Channel is in here. Mind Games, thank you for taking over and showing the people what to do. Niecy Jackson's in there, and I got to give Niecy Jackson her blue jacket, so we got to make sure we find her and put her blue jacket on her. So I had to scroll up and find her real quick, but we're gonna make sure Niecy Jackson gets her blue jacket. So now let's see what we got. So what type of music do you play? I know you're a band, but what type of music? I mean, you said you was in college and now. So what was the type of music that you was throwing down in school and now?
I'll start. So here's the weird thing for me. It's hard to describe what our music ends up sounding like, in my opinion. Like it's kind of a fusion of like soul music mixed with a little like a funk kind of feel, and then you got some hip hop elements, some rock elements. It all just comes out. So it's hard to say what genre it sounds like, but I mean, it definitely gets some of its starts in jazz, definitely jazz, soul music, the stuff we kind of grew up with listening to in the back seat of our parents' car and stuff like that. It That's what it gives us a mindset of. For me personally,
we all came from different backgrounds, so a lot of that spills into the music that we create, the music that we cover.
oh definitely.
It all just spills over into it. So we can sound like a hip hop group and a funk group and a rock group and gospel and
All at the same time.
jazz, and it
At
all
the same
feels
time?
good.
Oh yeah.
All right, so look, check it out. I want to put y'all to the test. Can I put y'all to the test?
Sure.
I've never studied, but yes. Yeah,
Okay, all right. You didn't study for this test, so we'll put y'all to the test. So we got y'all right here, and I want to hear some. That to say some R&B, maybe hip hop music or something in that area. Could y'all do something real quick on that? Something small, but
Yeah.
don't. I mean, I'm just talking just a sample because then I'm gonna come back with something different and see if y'all can sample that, and then we're going to see if we can. I mean, I'm just gonna put you on the test.
All right. Yeah.
Is that all right?
We
All
do.
right.
Want to do?
I said it's okay.
Well, wait a minute. You know, one of my favorites from y'all is Carolina, and I know you ain't got the drums, but can we hit that?
Let me see what I can get. Hold on. I should just. I'll stay right here. How about
Yeah,
that?
sit up front. You all right? You good?
Oh
Sit
yeah.
on up front.
I want to make sure y'all can see them in the back though. Oh, most
I
definitely.
got you. They're gonna hear them, so let's
Oh,
go.
Mr. Pharaoh Keys, how you doing back there? Fuck Bills, how you doing back there? Caroline, see Caroline, all the guys would say she mighty fine, but mighty fine only got you somewhere half the time, and the other half only got you cussed out or coming up short. Hey, now dig this now, even though you need a golden calculator to divide the time it takes to look inside and realize that real guys go for real. That to Mars girls, I know you like to think, yo, it's no shame. Lean a little bit closer, see that roses really smell like. Oh, what they smell like. Oh, what they smell like.
All right. So I'm gonna slow you down. I'm gonna slow you down. All right. So now, look, I'm old school. I'm old school. I want some Temptations, Stevie Wonder, something like that. Can we get that?
Let's see what we can do. Y'all got something? Pop or Stevie? Pop. Good. For Bill, set me up something. Uh huh. Mr. Pharaoh Keys. Okay. Something like this, right? That's how. It was the 3rd of September. A night I'll always remember. Yes, I will. 'Cause that was the day that my daddy died. Oh, I never got the chance to see him. I never heard nothing but bad things about him. Mama, I'm depending on you to tell me the truth. Mama just hung her head and said, Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his head was his home. And when he died, all he left was alone.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So I ain't gonna put y'all to no more tests, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So look, we got the heavy hitters here on the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. Want to make sure we acknowledge all the people that's down there, and thank you for letting me put you to the test. I see DBC out there, Aquatics. Hey, what's up, my brother? KC Inspirational Tales. Hello, my sister. And we just got them here. I'm hoping everybody hit that like button. We got the heavy hitters. This is a band out of Huntington, West Virginia, which is in the southeast part of West Virginia, right next to Kentucky and Ohio. And I'm super excited to have these guys with me on here. I know I'm putting them to the test, trying to have them on a split screen on YouTube. But if you ever got a chance to hear these guys play live, I mean, it's just amazing. And I'm super excited to have them here with me. So, if y'all could change anything, I mean, you got your band and y'all together, but if you could change anything, what would it be? Just trying to see what would you change.
Go around the room. Is it? Say
Let's each of us take a shot at what we would change or what we do different. I'll let you go.
You want me to go first?
Oh yeah, you know this.
All right. If I could change one thing at this moment, it'd probably be putting out. We probably had already put out 3 albums by now. If I had
If he had
my
it his
way,
which I and it's a shot at me. So if you don't know, we do some original stuff, and you may get to hear some of that a little later. But I like to take things slow. But if I could change anything, it might be how often we play. Maybe just a little more in a little different spaces. But yeah, for the most part, that would be the one thing is maybe try to get some on the West Coast. Uh,
All
yeah.
right.
What about you?
I'd say practice just a little bit, just change a little bit of practice,
How we run practice,
yeah, how we do practice and how we play practice sometimes,
I
sometimes
got
being able to make things, have fun, in practice.
Okay.
you. All right. Now I heard it was a 4 piece. I'm missing something. Is I'm missing a piece?
Yeah. Today we don't have our drummer. He was stuck at work.
Yeah.
He can't get off in time to get up here, get down here. Uh, so right now we don't have our drums, the heartbeat of the group. But we still gonna rock. We still gonna groove.
All right.
All right,
That's what we
no, no,
do.
I got you. No, 100%. So, and I respect everything that you're saying because I know, like, we're you're creators. You're creators. You're no different than a lot of us in here. We're content creators, and we're trying to put product out. Which one you want it all to go maybe viral, like you say, put out albums, and we know a lot of times you want to make sure, and we do. We take it slow sometimes because we want to make sure we're putting out good content. We don't want to let nobody down. We don't want to set nobody up for failure. So we try to put out, stuff that somebody's going to be willing to watch. And you got to, you give them a couple of, what is it called? And I want to make sure I don't mess it up. But when it's a song that someone already wrote. So say Stevie Wonder wrote it, but y'all singing it. What is that called again?
So that's called it's called a cover song
A
or
cover song, right?
cover tune.
Yeah.
Right.
It could be a tribute depending on
When and where you're doing it, who
yeah,
you're doing it for.
and how you do it.
Yeah.
So the idea of a cover song, which is, and let me tie this into like small content creation as well. Um, a lot of musicians do cover songs of their favorite artists, so they'll do a song but they'll do it in their way. So they'll do it differently than what the original artist did, but they're trying to honor what the original artist did.
Mm.
Um, so which is different than a tribute, which a tribute or like a tribute band, or if you was doing like a tribute concert, they're doing it the exact same way that artist did it verbatim. Like they listen to the record, that's what they're doing straight off the record. And then you have what we tried to show was a cover, which we kind of changed it a little bit. We added a couple different chords, we played it a couple different ways, but it still honored the original without taking away from that.
Right. Okay. All right. So, and I guess and that's very similar to a content creator. So, like, if I saw a clip of a video, if I tried to run a video, really, it's just giving the respect. If it's somebody else's work, just make sure you put that down there. This is somebody else's work. This is somebody else's. This is not my song, but I'm singing it because I want to give honor to the person who wrote it or whatever. And that credit right there is what separates sometimes when people downgrade your music, and not so much downgrade it, but if they like, or you sampling off of this or whatever. I'm not sampling off of it. I'm giving honor to the person. I mean, I'm a fan of that person. So that's what's up, and that's pretty cool. So, is it hard writing your own songs? I mean, is it? I mean, who's the songwriter in the group?
I'll take this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
So it's funny because my initial knee jerk reaction is to say, yeah, it's hard to write music. But then there are some other days where like it literally just comes to me and it's just like it's like turning on the water in your house and you actually paid your electric bill. I mean your water bill this month. And it's like, oh, I got water. So I don't know. Like it depends. It depends on like I guess what you're going for. If you're trying to tell a story, how you're trying to tell that story and who you're trying to tell it to. I know a lot of people have listened to like newer music as well, and they're like, it seems like it was rushed, and you may not hear that song ever again after the first month when it comes out.
Mm,
Uh, so I think that also has to do with like how hard it is because how much work are you actually putting in it to give it some staying power.
right.
Uh, so short answer, it's kind of hard, but if you have a goal in mind, it can be easy and also can be fun.
Mm,
Especially when you work with people that like Jaron and Alex, Four Bills and Pharaoh. It's fun. It's fun. You get to create something that's never been heard before, done
mm.
before. Just depends.
Yeah, that's cool. And what you're saying makes so much sense. Look, I'll tell you what I've been doing because right now on shoot, what is it on my freaking radio? What is it called? XM radio in my car. I'm driving down the road, and they got the Billy Joel channel. So he has his own channel right now, and he said that this morning. He was saying that a lot of people don't want to put in the work. A lot of people don't want to put in all that it takes. You know, you see a lot of one hit wonders, and then you're like, what happened to them? Because they don't want to put in the work, and a lot of it, he was saying they don't want to put in they don't want to put in the what they call it the live work. They don't want to put in the live work and going live and putting themselves out there and being part of a group or being part and get in front of people. They okay in the studio, but when it's time to get in front of people and perform live, that's where they start stumbling and tripling because you don't have those. You can't hit the pause button and let's do it again. It's like you got to get out there. So is it difficult to get in front of people? I mean, I know we're live now, but to get in front of people in a concert or venue and perform. What's the butterflies like when you're up and things like that?
I guess we'll each give our own opinion on how this is because that's a loaded question,
and it's different for everybody. And we can even answer the way that Billy Joel was talking, like your your studio musician or like a musician who's like recording stuff and like they just put out records and they put out record after record after record. Like you said, they can hit the stop button, they can put the auto tune on. If they trip and fall inside the studio, nobody knows about it unless they tell somebody. But on stage, on a live stage where you're seeing uh, everything happen in real time, it gets a little different. It gets a little difficult. Now we played enough shows. Well, I played enough shows that I don't get the typical butterflies. It's more like adrenaline at that moment. So when I get on stage, I'm not nervous that I'm going to mess up or I'm going to forget anything. It's more like, man, I can't wait to play that first note or play this song, or I can't wait to see them dancing and grooving and moving and jumping. And it's it's to the point where now it's more exciting than it is, nerve wracking.
Right. I got you. Okay.
Alex.
Not really nervous. I'm usually always ready to play. Always want to play music. So
He gets antsy.
yeah, I just like get ready to play and I'm just waiting.
It's too that wireless.
Just kind of waiting. Like that's all.
You could hear him, right? Here's that.
Oh yeah, we can hear him back there doing the Barry White on us, trying to show you right. Yeah, what's up? Hey, speak up. You can talk. What's up? Yeah, but that's good. That's good. I mean, like anybody and everything, when you get in front of people, you got to perform. Sometimes you get that little nervousness about you, especially if you're in a venue you've never been in before. You don't know what the crowd's going to be like when they get out there. We have that right here on going live on YouTube. A lot of people have never been live or haven't been live, so that's where you get caught up into, being afraid and things like that. So it's just one of those things. So I just want to make sure we acknowledge the people that's down there. So Mind Games, and I know Mind Games been working hard because he's trying to block out people who want to make negative comments. This is not what we're about. We're not trying to do that. But guess what? You ain't saying nothing that wasn't never heard before. And the other part of that is every time you come on here, you only giving me views and time. So keep doing what you got to do. So I've learned to get past all of that stuff because there's always going to be people that's going to be negative. There's always going to be people that's going to say something, whatever. But, I call them keyboard warriors because a keyboard warrior is a person that will type, 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 and say a whole bunch of stuff. But if he was sitting there looking at them, they wouldn't have that problem. So I have no problem with that. So Mind Games, I appreciate you in there helping out. But whatever Cooper got going on,
Mind Games, he in there doing real work right now.
I see him in there working hard. So
He probably the best lineman in the country right now.
Right, Mind Games is all on it, man. He down in there. So and DBC too. So like I say, I've definitely over my life have gotten past a lot of stuff. So where everybody say and things that they have to do, and I'm not gonna let them hijack the show because I got the heavy hitters on here with me, and I'm excited about having the heavy hitters. I got people in here watching, and they want to hear what you got to say. So we're gonna make sure that we give you your time. So
I
How
mean,
often do I know that it came up? I'm sorry. Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
I was gonna say just kind of just to piggyback on what you were just saying earlier, and kind of coming back to the question about if it makes anybody nervous. I mean, really, it'll make anybody nervous to stand in front of somebody and lay themselves bare. But for me personally, I anymore. I've been doing this for a very long time. I don't so much get nervous. Um, it's weird because when I start, I just kind of I black out and then I perform.
Mm,
This is a different kind of environment for me personally, but I mean it's all about the same.
I
Uh,
got you.
but yeah, if you have the courage to go out and actually do it, you can't really worry about what the negative people have to say because you're doing it for your own benefit and to make yourself happy. So just kind of to piggyback off of that. It,
No, and that's exactly, you're right. You're absolutely correct. Because I mean, you out there, you know what you got. You know what
oh
you
yeah,
bring to the table. You know everything about you. But the big thing is, and I tell anybody and everybody, I love me.
oh
I
yeah.
love myself.
I
I
hope
don't
other
have no
people are gonna
problem
love
loving
you,
myself.
but
So I don't really have to. I don't have to try to prove myself to you or anybody else because I know who I am. I already know who I am. I've already established myself. So and because of that, what people has to say or things, and that's where we have to learn, especially as content creators when we're on here, because somebody's going to say something regardless what you put out. You can
yeah,
put out the best song, and I can promise you somebody's going to say something negative about it. You can win a Grammy, and somebody's going to say something about it. You could be, in the music awards and the Music Hall of Fame, and somebody's going to say something about it because
Kendrick
you're not
dropped
going
"They
to
Not Like
please.
Us."
You're
They
not going
said
to
something
please
about it.
everybody. Say again, what's up?
Kendrick dropped "They Not Like Us," and they had something to say about it.
And that's the
It
whole
don't
thing.
matter.
I mean,
It's
so because of that, that's where you just like you say, you're out, you're putting your stuff together. Like I said, if you're telling a story or you're writing a song or whatever was on your heart when you put the song together and the music together, and it's a passion that you have. I mean, to let somebody steal that from you, because like I'll tell people, this is my story, and just real quick on that. When I came to say I'm gonna be a content creator, I didn't start until October. So I didn't start doing this until October 2024. So I'm like, okay, I want to start doing this. And my big goal was to do what I'm doing right now. My big goal was to be able to be live on YouTube. So that was the whole goal. It wasn't about being monetized and none of that stuff. The goal was to be able to be live and to do what I'm doing right now, having a conversation side by side with somebody. So I'm in I call it mini heaven. I'm in mini heaven right now because I'm doing what I want to do. I'm doing what I like to do. I do it 2 days a week. I do it Wednesdays. I do Sundays, Wednesdays and Sundays, and I try to have different guests on here. And I have no problem with who wants to come on here because again, I know me, and I'm good with me. I'm good at who I am, and I'm good with what I do, and I don't have to prove myself to nobody. So I've heard y'all play before, so this is not my first time, and it was a pleasure. It is a pleasure to have y'all on the show because I know that y'all
thank
put
you.
the what you got?
I said
I say again.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah, but your camera went out, so I'm not sure what happened. I think maybe somebody called or whatever. But while you fix that and come on in, just let me know when you can get back in. But you don't have to, and I'm gonna keep it moving. But you don't have to uh, really let someone steal your thunder or steal your joy. Don't ever let someone come in and steal your joy from you. If you're putting out videos, and even if you're not getting a lot of views or things like that, don't get so caught up in the fact that you don't have views or a lot of people not giving you comments and likes and things like that because you're bigger than that. It's what you want to put out. It's your material, and if it makes you feel good to put it out, then feel good. Feel good about what you're doing. Feel good the fact that you're a content creator. Feel good that you're able to even have a channel and a time to talk and a time to be out there. So I got the heavy hitters back with me. So
So
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened and how you got off, but I see you're back and I appreciate it. But with all that being said, I want to keep on going. So if I wanted to start a band, I wanted to get into this. I'm gonna start my own band. What uh, what what advice would you give me if I wanted to start a band?
just start. Just like really, don't worry about what you think you can or cannot do. Where you want to be. Just start. Because you'll pretty much learn it on the way. Uh, that's pretty much how it's gone for us. We just kind of learned and picked it up on. We didn't know what we were doing. Especially me. He knew more about it than I did. But just kind of just start. That's my opinion.
If you want to start a band, so if you want to start a band from the ground up, first, make sure you know which instrument that you want to play. Because we've had there's been a lot of different members of the band, and a lot of them have switched instruments, and have gone on to change. Even me, well, all of us, we were all saxophone players at one point. uh, we still play, we still have our saxophones, but our main gig is on a different instrument now. Um, the other thing is play music that you love,
Mm.
and that probably is the biggest advice I could give anybody who wants to be an aspiring musician, who wants to create content, who wants to do anything. Make sure that you love what you do, because once you start playing it, if you don't love listening to it, you're going to be real tired real fast.
Uh,
um, I played in a couple bands where really didn't care about the music. The people that was in it, I was helping them out, was coming in to sub for somebody or this and that and the other. But I really didn't care for the music, so it's that gets boring after a show or two.
mm.
But when you love the music that you're playing and you enjoy listening to it as much as you enjoy playing it, it just makes every day or every gig or pretty much every day an exciting moment to be able to be like, hey, I get to play my favorite type of music. I get to learn my favorite type of style. I get to make my favorite type of content. It's exciting.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. So I know that I think the DBC said in the comments it sounds like content creation, because when you first come in, you got to figure out what your niche is. What angle am I coming at? What am I doing? And that's almost to me. Almost like what you just said about the instrument. What instrument I'm gonna play? What type of music I'm gonna? What kind of content? And when I first came in here, I had, and I told people this before, that I had like 4 or 5 different channels when I first got started, because everything that I wanted to do, I wanted to put, but I didn't want to mix bowling up with golf, and I didn't want to mix that up with story time, and I didn't want to mix that up. So I had all these different channels. But then I heard one person say, don't have a whole bunch of channels, just build a playlist of all the things under that one channel. So now when you come to my channel, it's almost like when you turn on your TV and you got cable, you got multiple channels in the same cable package. So instead of looking at it, and that's how I started. I stopped looking at it like a channel and started looking at it as a cable company. I have a cable company that if you want to come in and see bowling, you can go to the playlist and see bowling. If you want to see golf, go to the playlist, see golf. If you want to hear me tell a story about things that happened in my life, go to the playlist and hit that. You want to hear some soothing music to go to sleep with? Go to the channel or come in and you can see it, because I got all of that in there, because those are the things I was bringing in, and those are the things that made me happy. So I was trying to, but I had it in all over the place, and it was hard to try to juggle all those different things. So because of that, that was some advice that I took. So if anyone's out there and they're thinking that same thing, that build that playlist, build a playlist of all the different things. And like you say, I know y'all say y'all can play rock, y'all can play hip hop, y'all can play jazz, y'all can play, soul. And if you had it all on the different playlists, people going in there just hitting your channels, because that's how people surf. They go through and I want to hear jazz right now, so I'm going to the jazz section. But they never left the heavy hitters. The heavy hitters was able to provide all of that for me, and that's why I like the heavy hitters. So thank you again, fellas. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So I heard y'all say that y'all played before the band. So, and I guess some of it was in a college band. Is that what y'all were playing?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see.
All right. Do you?
Yeah, because I think, do I have the longest, other than Stro?
Probably Stro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been playing for a mighty long time. Uh, so as a youngster, I started playing guitar and bass, and I play violin. I play the recorder. When I got into middle school, I played saxophone. I took the saxophone all the way to college. In high school, I played a whole bunch of different instruments. I became the drum major of my high school marching band. Um, to college, I played saxophone, played both classical and jazz. Um, I played gospel music on the keyboards all through that entire time. So I grew up in the church. So I played gospel music. I sang gospel music as well. Um, I played for the Marching Ravens. The NFL Ravens, Baltimore Ravens, has a marching band. I played for them. I played for the Marching Thunder. Um, I played with the marching, or the not marching, but the Marshall Jazz Band, both their top band and their secondary band. I toured with the top band. Um, I got to play for cats like Ellis Marsalis, who is the patriarch of the Marsalis jazz family, Maria Scheider. I played in front of the Jazz at Lincoln Center band. Um, Steve Teray.
Yeah, Steve Teray. That was interesting.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
Who Steve Teray is on the
Plays the conch.
Yeah, he plays the conch, but he's on the Saturday Night Live band. He's in the Saturday Night Live band.
I played for the jazz band doing the guitar. that was a whole different part of my life.
And then with the heavy hitters, we've opened up for groups like Drew Hill, Color Me Bad, Ludacris, Andrea Day. We was on a festival with them.
Afro Man,
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Somebody else.
I mean, we've done it. We've done a lot.
We've done a lot. Landau Eugene Murphy, who won America's Got Talent. Holly Forbes, who was on The Voice. We've been through a lot.
We've been in a lot of places. Like for me personally, like before the heavy hitters, all the way from like grades 5th grade up, I did like a mix of choirs, marching band. Saxophone was my instrument coming up, and then when I got to high school, I went really hard into focusing on vocals. Got to college, I still played saxophone throughout high school. When I got to college, I did the Marching Thunder for 4 years. Went to a couple of the bowl games. Same time, my junior year, I was taking classical piano and jazz guitar at the same time. Very hectic schedule. Now with the classical piano, I thought I was learning a lot, especially coming from like not having any experience in piano. But the my wonderful professor, he might have told me that I wasn't doing as well as I could or not living up to my potential. But I did find some good things about learning to play piano that way. Plus, it increased my musical ability to understand how music flows with each other. And then for here, like you said, we played with a terrible amount of people. Like we've opened for a terrible amount of people, and it's all been fun. It's all been good.
A lot.
But Alex, you want to? You had a mic. Give him a mic.
I don't know. I guess around 3rd grade or so, I tried
Make it better. 3rd grade.
A little piano for like a year, and then switched to going to play steel drums for a couple years. And then when I got to middle school, I started alto sax, and then I switched to tenor sax, and then I ended my high school career playing bari sax, and then after that, I switched to playing bass. Here I am now.
Look at him now.
So I appreciate y'all going down your resume with me. So I played the triangle. No, the blocks. Now, I did try one time. I did try to learn the saxophone. And I had a very, very a good teacher. A person was trying to show me, but then he said, "Man, you just need to give it up, man." I'm like, "Oh man, that's jacked up, but it's okay." Like Big Jack Fingers was getting in the way. I was missing keys, trying to bypass some stuff, and it just wasn't working. I like, and it was funny because y'all have the ear that y'all can listen, so you can tell when somebody's not playing the right note, and I can hear it, and I'm like, "Okay, I can't hear it because I know." it's easy for me to hit this note and not hit that note, and I'm trying to play the saxophone and look at my fingers at the same time. Like, you gotta play, you gotta feel it. And I'm like, I don't feel it. He's like, well, then put it down, put it in the case, put it away. So I'm not even going to talk about who said that, but it's all good. But look, I got y'all here, and I want to know, can y'all give me? I mean, I know it's only three of y'all there. You're missing your drummer and all, but can y'all give us a song or something while you got everybody on here? Something, maybe your song or whatever y'all want to play. Can you give us a song?
Would you prefer an original cover? You want a full song? What you think?
It's your time, and I'm asking you. So if I was Jay Leno or whoever, you would what would you give them right now?
What you think? 90?
Okay. DBC. See, I got two left. What would say? Two left feet, two jack. Yeah, now 100%, man. My feet was terrible. I couldn't hang in the music world. I tried to sing. They told me stop singing. I'm like, man. So what y'all want me to do? So, but it's all good. Brazilian Queen. I just want to acknowledge before y'all get started. So I got Jamaica Alexander in there. Hello, Jamaica. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Brazilian Queen. Thank you for the comments. I seen it and I appreciate it. I want to appreciate. I want to thank everybody was in there because you got that moderator, the blue jacket on, and how y'all was cleaning up the chat and things like that to keep the show positive. I mean, you can't. It ain't like they had to knock on the door to come in. They just come in. But because of all of you that was out there and that was helping with the cleaning up and all, I want to definitely make sure that I recognize you for what you did, and I appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Not that I need you to take care of me or to defend me, but because we are stronger together. And because of that, you just proved the point of the whole show. We are stronger together. That if each one reach one, we all can grow and glow. That is the whole mission of this whole thing. This is what we're all trying to do: grow and glow together. And because of that, you proved it to me, and I appreciate that. So I do got the heavy hitters with me. This is a band out of Huntington, West Virginia. I think they're going to try to drop a song on us. They don't have their drummer with them, so let's see what they're going to put out for us. I know they're going to be good, so I'm ready for them. Go ahead, fellas.
So, just kind of give you a little insight on this song. This song is called 90 Degrees. Um, we wrote this about a couple years back, and I used it to propose to the love of my life.
Oh,
so, I hope you all enjoy this song. It's called 90 Degrees. Yeah, it's probably my favorite song.
All right.
Fellas, let's go. Oh, yeah. My 90 degrees. If my thoughts could make matter and my power had no restraint, I would build an infinite ladder and climb to a castle off in space. I'm not really one for the travel. I don't know how long it would take. I just hope that when I get there, it's a marvelous place. And I'll ask you if you wanna come with me. No doubt you'd be into it. See, we could rule the world, and if I don't ask you now, I'll never hear the end of it. So come be the victim of my imagination. I'll be your 90 degrees when you're down and out. I'll give you all of your expectations. If you'll be my 90 degrees. Oh, yeah. When I'm down and I'm out. Wow. When I'm down and I'm out. Uh, uh. Look, if my thoughts could make matter and my power had no restraints, I would build the perfect world where the sun rays never leave your face. And Mondays feel like Sundays with ice cream up on the plate. With a spoon for me and you, 'cause God forbid we have to wait. And I'll ask you if you wanna come with me. No doubt you'll be into it. See, we could rule the world, and if I don't ask you now, I'll never hear the end of it. So come be the victim of my imagination. I'll be on 90 degrees when you're down and out of breath. I'ma show you more than magic, and you won't know how it happened. Won't be able to stop laughing. Can't wipe that smile from your face. I'ma show you more than magic, and you won't know how it happened. Baby, let me take you to space, and I would ask you if you wanna come with me. No doubt you'd be into it. See, we could rule the world, and if I don't ask you now, I will never hear the end of it. So come be the victim of my imagination. I'll be on 90 degrees when you're down and out. I'll give you all of your expectations if you'll be my 90 degrees when I'm down and I'm out. When I'm down and I'm out. When I'm down and I'm out. Yeah. When I'm down and I'm out. Be my 90 degrees when I'm down and out.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
I hope y'all
All
enjoyed
right, man. Hey, you said you used that song to propose to your wife?
it. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up.
It's funny, we did it. Okay, so if you're from West Virginia or anywhere in here, we had that was actually at the show when we opened for Landau in Charleston, and it was a nerve. I was so worried about that day, but it was a wonderful time. We got pictures of him and everything. But yeah, that
All
was
right.
that was that night.
So you say you don't get nervous performing, but you got nervous
Yeah,
proposing.
that was a big day. That was a
Yeah,
that was
you did get nervous performing, but you got nervous proposing. Okay, I got
there,
you.
there was
I
like
got you.
3,000 people there. There
Right,
was
right.
Brazilian
So,
Queen, we all need that kind of weather right now. That's why we keep playing that song.
oh
oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
Now I know that in 2024 y'all won an award. Was that did y'all win an award or something like
It's a
that?
Heritage Award.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It
we won
was
the most versatile band of the year award of 2024.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Congratulations on that.
thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank
I
you.
should have
yeah.
brought it.
So yeah, for real. No, but so
Maybe
like,
take
where do y'all perform? Do y'all travel out the state? Do y'all? I mean, where do y'all go and
where
perform?
wherever they want us at, pretty much.
Have wheels will travel. We
Have wheels will travel.
we stay around here mostly. We are what is considered a regional band at this moment.
Yeah.
So
All the way down
right
to Tennessee.
right now we stay within our region. So West Virginia, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Kentucky, Tennessee. We've traveled as far as New York. We are hoping to come back to Maryland this coming up. So
lovely.
I've seen a couple comments what we got coming up next. We have a couple shows coming up. Where we'll be in Wheeling, West Virginia. We'll be in Lewisburg, West Virginia. Uh, right now, I haven't booked anything for February because we're trying to work some stuff out to make sure that we have you when you go to Spotify and Apple Music, you can click on something and be able to rock out with us all the time. So we're working on some stuff to put out, and we're working actively on booking shows in both Maryland and DC for my family out there that's on the stream. We're working to come to you so you don't have to come to us. We're gonna come right to you.
That's what's up.
But yeah, we've played as far as New York and as far down as North Carolina is.
We've actually, but yeah, we've been to North Carolina.
North Carolina, we've been
Asheville.
Yeah, we was in Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay. Right.
As far up as in Manhattan.
Yeah, we went to Manhattan, Jersey. We went to the Jersey Shore Festival.
We was in Jersey.
Okay.
We was at the Jersey Shore. After
Now,
it was cool.
Yeah,
it was
I would say
after
that's one of those. That's one of those big. That's a big festival, right? In Jersey.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Jersey.
yeah. It was awesome, and it was cool. There was tons of people out there. It was kind of chilly when we went, but it was. But it's
weird, which is weird.
Yeah,
it was like May.
The beach in Jersey, so put those two together. But we hope to continue traveling up and down the East Coast and continue to move towards the Central. One day we'll be in the West Coast, but we'll make it one day.
Also, if anybody out there wants to book us for anything, you know who to talk to.
Yeah,
just reach out. We'll figure something out.
And I was gonna say that we're gonna definitely make sure we put your links and all that down in the descriptions on this, and we're gonna run the stream as much as we can because we definitely want to make sure we get you out there and put you in front of as many people as we can. Because so I'm sure that y'all on other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and things like that. So make sure send me and we get your links in there into the description. So if anybody wants to hear the heavy hitters out of Huntington, West Virginia, or if you want to book the heavy hitters out of Huntington, West Virginia, you can do that. I would just make sure we acknowledge some of the people that's down there. I see it got a also ravishing in there. Hello, welcome. How you doing, ravishing? Ben just walked in there. There's a name I really can't say, and I apologize, but I'm not even gonna try to chew that one up. I'm gonna leave it alone. So there's Raisin is in there. Make sure if I miss your name or say it wrong, it ain't personal. It's just I'm older, and some names I just don't say or don't say it right. So I try to pick a piece out of it so I can try to feed. So I see like Peru and that's it. He said these guys seem to have a good night's sleep every single time. So don't understand 100% what that means, but I do because I ain't worried about nothing. And when you ain't worried about nothing, you can go to sleep. I can look in the mirror. I can say, hey, I've done my best today, and I go to sleep. So I'm cool with that. So, but I want to thank everybody that showed up. And if you haven't hit the like button already, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And I know I got to give Ravishing her blue jacket because she definitely has earned it over the time. So make sure you get that blue jacket. But so the blue jacket is, if people that don't know what the blue jacket does, the blue jacket allows you to click on the other people that have a blue jacket. You can go right to their channel. You can go to their link. You can go visit them. You can go, even while you're in the live here, you can go and subscribe to them or all kinds of other things that you might want to check out their video. And what we ask people to do, if you're going into somebody's channel and you go in there, you go subscribe. Don't just subscribe just because, but go in there, watch a video, watch it all the way through. Once you watch that video all the way through, hit the like button or leave a comment. Let them people know that you watched their video, that you subscribe to their channel, and then hopefully they'll come back and subscribe to your channel. What we have with us is the heavy hitters. I got that. It says, do the heavy hitters have a channel? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I was gonna say we have a YouTube channel. The name it should be under is the Heavy Hitters Band.
Okay.
Should be pretty easy to find. And if not, we have our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Heavy Hitters Band. That is what Facebook, Instagram, Facebook is Heavy Hitters Band. Instagram and Twitter is Heavy Hitters BND. I guess band without the A. And if you just send us a message on there, we'll respond. Somebody will respond. One of us here or the drummer, maybe, but but more than likely one of us here.
It's usually me. So if you message the group and you get a message back, it's usually me. It's usually me.
All right. So I'm asking this now, and not to get personal with you and things like that. I'm not gonna get personal with you, but is we see musicians and they walk around, they got a lot of big vehicles and chains off their neck and this and that. Is it like that for real? That's how y'all be rolling? Y'all got all this bling bling all over the place?
Okay. Let me pull the blanket off of this. So if you see a musician, or because most of the time when you see that, it's mostly rappers. There's some country artists now that are going in that direction. Uh, if you see that,
Sorry,
the label,
allergies.
the label, their label, the label that they're on has provided that stuff to them. They don't really. That's not really what they have. The label gives that to them as an investment to their brand. So you can't be a rapper without having 5 cars, spinning rims, gold chains, the grills, all that stuff.
Unless you're me, and then
Unless you're John Solo, and then you can pull that off. And we know some rappers that are other than John that are out there that also they don't have that type of stuff, but when you see that kind of things, those kinds of things is from the label. Now we are not in that level yet. We have not made it there.
We are
yet.
on level label.
Yeah, we are independent artists. So all the things that we do through ourselves. We got to pay out our own pocket to have things recorded. We have to pay out our own pocket to get merch, to push and to promote ourselves. It has to come through us. We don't have a team behind us. We are the team.
Mm,
You know,
gotcha.
But if you're interested, we can't pay you yet. But if you're interested, let us. We'll
Well,
cook
look, look,
something.
look. That's half of the people that's on here. We're new content creators. We're hoping to one day maybe get to that level of being monetized with somebody sponsoring and watching you. And also keep putting out keep putting out videos, keep putting out songs, keep doing what you're doing. Without matter of fact, I see that I think DBC said that you'll get there. That so there's other people said other companies. Brazilian Queen said you'll get there. Jamaica Alexander said marketing. So it's a lot of different things that's out there, and it will come to pass. So you just got to keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. I've seen you guys live, so I know the work that you put in, and I've seen you in venues where not one person sitting down, everybody up jamming and all. And I know it's trying to, you're in your house, and I appreciate you being live with me, and you're trying to back off some of the music and not try to tear the walls down and all. I 100% understand that because, and I tell you, if you do have a chance to see these guys live or watch them on their video, we're going to put the links in. I'm gonna make sure that the links get in there because they be rocking. I mean, I'm talking straight up rocking, and and we got their mild manner right now. Right now, we seeing the Clark Kent version of these guys. This is the Clark Kent version of these guys. Don't let them take them glasses off because you're gonna be like, what the heck? These guys is crazy. I mean, straight up. So we right now we're getting the Clark Kent version of these guys, man. But I know for sure. I mean, look. The name is heavy hitters. I mean, come on, heavy hitters. I mean, they coming at you and they coming at you hard. Don't get in the way. Don't get in the way because you're gonna get ran over. You're gonna get ran over. So
we've even started telling people don't put us in front of nobody.
Don't put us first.
Don't put us first. Mad at us because everybody's gonna be upset.
Look, it's funny. I seen y'all in Maryland before, and the group that y'all came after, they were bitter. They were bitter. They was like the house. They was a house band. Y'all came up there and rocked the dang place. They looking at it like, what the heck happened? But it's all good, man. That's what it's all about. But see, this is the thing with us. We're content creators, but we're not in competition with each other. We're just playing music, or y'all just playing music. We're just putting out content. If Jamaica Alexander or Mind Games or DBC and all them, if their videos go viral, I'm cheering them on. I'm happy for them. It's not like I'm not against you. I'm with you. I want you to be successful. I want us to grow and glow together. That's 100% how I act and how I want it. How I want all of us should be that way. The more we work that way, that's we all can blow up. There's nothing wrong with that. I see our cherished churches in here, and I want to make sure we give our cherished their blue jacket before we get out of here. I do my best not to go over the 1 hour mark, and believe it or not, fellas, we're right at the 1 hour mark. So it's huh?
I was gonna say, can we say one more thing before
Oh, go ahead.
And
Go
because
ahead.
it only popped in my head because somebody said something about us doing a tiny desk. This year we're going to be putting in a video for the Tiny Desk competition. I hope that, if you find us somewhere after this, you check out what we have in store, because the song we will be recording is a banger, in my opinion. But I am also biased.
It's a real banger.
It's called Voicemail. The song we're gonna do. It's called Voicemail.
It can play anywhere right now. But yeah, we'll be in the Tiny Desk competition. If you don't know what that is, NPR holds this competition for not non-signed bands. So you have to be an unsigned independent artist at that moment. We're gonna put in our video. We don't expect to win.
No.
But we expect to make that splash. And that's what I'm gonna say at the end of this is that's what y'all gotta do. Don't worry about making the big wave. Make that splash, because that splash is just as important.
Oh yeah, 100%. Now check it out. Before I leave, before I leave, everybody and everybody who, and if they've seen this show before, the Iron Sharpening Iron show, Big Jack likes to throw a nugget at the end. So I always throw a nugget at the end. So at the end of the show, for all those people who went the whole 60 minutes with me or was there when we hit the 60-minute mark, I throw a nugget out there. So here's a nugget right now. Pharaoh Keys is my son. That's my oldest son right there. So I'm so happy for him. I am so proud of him. I really am. So I don't know if anybody knew that before then. They're like, oh, I can see it. But that is my oldest son right there.
Yeah, you can't hide it. We can't hide it.
Yeah. No, but that is my oldest son. So for those who are on here and you hear that 60-minute mark and you're getting to hear, from me, the nugget that I always try to drop at the end of the show. And at the end of the show is the fact that Pharaoh Keys, or Jay, as I call him, is my son. So, and I am super proud of him. I'm proud of him as not just a musician, but as a person, as a father, as a husband, and his circle is a good circle. So when they come up in town, I make sure that they got a place to sleep. I try to, if they need something to eat or whatever, I'm gonna be right there in that front row, because I want to make sure that I support not just him, but support all of them, because that's a good circle to be in. And it's hard to find those type of friends that they're closer than brothers, and I know it. I see it. It's one of those, and I know they go at each other. I know they have those moments. I see that too. But at the same time, that's what brothers do. That's what family do. So with all of that, I'm good with y'all. But everyone out there, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here with me on the Iron Sharpening Iron show. We got the heavy hitters with them, with me. I appreciate you being here. Thank you all for being here. We are stronger together. If each one was to reach one, we will all grow and glow. But until next time, I'm going to say God bless you all. I love you. Peace. Good night. Thank you, heavy hitters. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you, Pops.